Hello everyone, this is Milo here and welcome to this weird video that I've just come up with. Well, not weird video, but I basically had zero video ideas this week, so this is the best that you're getting, I guess. So today, I guess what I'm basically gonna be doing in this video, I'm just gonna be reviewing my my Xbox One S that I've had since 2016. And, well, I guess this will help some people if they're looking for, like, a cheap Xbox or something. So, yeah, let's just get into the video. This Xbox One S that I have in this video is the 500GB model that my parents bought for my 10th birthday. It runs 4K Ultra HD and came with a Minecraft bundle within the machine. This model also contains a disc tray as well as backwards compatibility with Xbox 360 games. So, the primary, demographic for people who are looking for these types of machines are probably going to be people that don't really want to spend that much on gaming consoles. As we know, gaming consoles have become quite expensive. Like, you could probably get like the latest Xbox Series X for like 400 quid. But most people who are looking for an Xbox, a budget Xbox to be precise, are probably going to go for the Xbox Series S, which does seem a reasonable option, but there are a few things that you're going to need to sacrifice if you want to get that console. The number one thing you're going to be sacrificing is this tray, which would be pretty bad if you're just looking for some used games that you found from Game or CEX. But I mean, the main problem for me is that in order for you to get these games, you have to get them online to like the Microsoft Store or the Xbox Game Pass, which gives you like 1 month free when you get it. But as soon as that runs out, you're going to be paying like 20 quid a month for the Xbox Game Pass, which to me, it just seems like it gives you plenty of room, plenty of like freedom to like play whatever games you want, but I feel like most people are going to be going for the PS5 because although it's expensive, you get the option to having the disc drive if you go for the original PS5 rather than the PS5 digital edition. Okay, I've gone through the hardware side of things. Let's actually power up the machine and let's see what it's like on the software side. But wait, Milo, you forgot one thing. The controller. So, here it is. This is the standard controller that you get once you buy an Xbox One S. As you can see, it looks mainly similar to the original Xbox One controller. It's just they've changed, like, given this white matte finish, which does make it look smart, but over time it's just going to have, like, tons of this dust and grime just sort of grow around it. Like, if you can look here, you can see that some dust has actually gone onto it. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I can certainly see it. However, what I would suggest you do is that you get this third-party controller that my parents got me for Christmas 2016, and this is it. This is an Afterglow see-through controller which has all the basic components, although it does give you this lovely clear plastic that you can see all the hardware and components on it as well. So that's the sort of thing I like. Also, if you use the USB plug provided with it, and you use the USB socket built into the console, if I can just plug that in, if I can see it, because it's all hidden by this, there we go. It all lights up, it gives, and you can change the colour of it as well. Like, if you press this button, like, it gives you, like, you can rotate the brightness, or you can use this other one to change the colour. So if blue's not your thing, then you can change it to like whatever colour you want. You can have orange or this sort of purple one and pink You know, it gives you so much flexibility, but for me personally, I kind of like it with the blue, this little cool sci-fi blue design. So yeah, that's another thing that you can probably look out for. You'll probably find it in like Game or B&M or any other like sort of supermarket, department store, game store, any other store that you're looking for, to be honest. So the moment you load up the machine, it takes you to this page. Now this will show all of the accounts that you currently have. I'm gonna blur some of them because obviously I don't want people tracking down my IP address. But yeah, let's load it up. So yeah, the software interface is mainly the same with other Xbox consoles. I noticed that the Xbox Series X and Series S, it mainly just has the same sort of user interface. The only thing that really changes is the startup screen, which I bloody love the startup screen for the Xbox Series S and Series X. You know, but this being Xbox One, it's probably going to be like the regular green swirl one that you just saw. So yeah, one thing to note about this console is that, as you can see, I got Skate 3, and that's an Xbox 360 game. One of the good things about this console is that you can basically run 360 games. Like, the thing with when they first released the Xbox One, the original one, back in 2013, they basically made this excuse saying, oh, you can't run your 360 games, you can't run your old 360 games on the new Xbox One. You have to pay extra. Like that caused many people to go to the PS4 instead, which is kind of funny and sort of a thing that Microsoft wants us to forget. But when they released the Series X and the Series S in 2016 and 2017, they sort of made this new software emulation, which meant that you could play your old 360 games just fine on this new console, because, you know, Xbox Ones, they don't seem too similar to the 360. The only thing that really changes is the hardware and the user interface. Okay, so I've cut to this little gameplay footage here. This is me playing Skate 3 on the Xbox One S. Now this game, because it was originally released on the Xbox 360, it did contain the Xbox 360 sort of Metro style startup screen. I didn't show it to you because I'm sure that everyone and their goddamn grandmother has seen the classic Xbox 360 Metro. Here's a cool fact that you didn't know about this controller. When it vibrates, there's some flash lights, some red LEDs sort of light up, as well as, you know, when the rumble function is activated, as I'll demonstrate right now. And yeah, it's going like absolutely crazy. It's a nightmare if you're like prone to seizures or anything. So, but I mean, it's just a really cool effect that I really like about the this controller. So yeah, I'm not gonna complain much. One thing worth noting about the picture quality is that when you get the Xbox One S, you do actually kind of have to sacrifice some of the luxuries that you get from the Xbox Series X and the Xbox One S, because the resolution, I'm running this game on my old Samsung LED TV, and it's running at 1280 by 720. So yeah, you're not expecting 4K quality on it, although it does support HDR, which that's a little bit of a plus. But I mean, if it's crazy graphics that you're into, then my best guess is to go for a PS4 Slim or a PS4 Pro mostly. I don't know why I said Slim, it doesn't have 4K quality. But if you don't mind that, then yeah, this is one of the positives, I guess. So, how much does this cost? Well, when it was originally released in 2016, Microsoft announced that they would be selling it for as little as £349, I think, in the UK, and like 300 and I don't know. I was 10 years old at the time, and I was, you know, just busy playing on my Wii. And before you ask, yes, I did have a Wii. And, you know, when my parents moved into Basingstoke, I kind of had, I had to settle with the Nintendo Wii. And then when my parents realised, you know, I actually want to do, like, serious gaming, like, they bought me an Xbox One S for, like, 349 quid. But nowadays, in 2023, you can get a used 1 terabyte version of the One S for like as little as £150, and even less if you look at eBay and you try and find yourself a good deal. But I will suggest that, you know, if you're looking for a budget games console, I mean, the best bet, if you want to get like all the latest games, my best bet would be to go for the Xbox Series S. That way you can be, you know, up to date with some of the newer games. Like, you know, you can just look on the Xbox Game Pass, and if you're willing to spend 20 quid a month for the subscription service, then yeah, sure, go right ahead. But if you want to get like a good original gaming console for, you know, a disc drive, and you can play all your old used 360 and Xbox One titles on there, then my best guess is, like, you could get this thing. If you're not bothered about, you know, top-notch 4K quality, you know, then this is the best console for you. Although I would say, if you're looking for a console that can do a 4K rendering and has got that overclocked CPU, my best guess would be to get the Xbox One X, which is pretty much like a beefed up black version of the One S. So yeah, if it's power that you want, you know, if you want to spend more, then go for the Series X or the Xbox One X. Also worth noting is that Microsoft, although they're becoming reasonably successful with their 2 new consoles, they are still creating games for the Xbox One, but like PlayStation, they're slowly sort of moving away from the disc gaming demographic in favor of putting most of their games online. So you can go on like the Microsoft Store or get the Game Pass, and you can get some of the newer titles on there as well. But if you still got an Xbox One, then don't be alarmed. You know, they're still going to be doing disc games for at least another few years. So yeah, don't need to worry about that. So yeah, that's pretty much today's video. I guess, you know, since I had my Xbox One lying around, I thought, why not make a video about it and see if it's, you know, if it's all right. So yeah, that was today's video, I guess. I'm probably not going to be uploading, you know, as many videos or not any videos at all for the next 2 weeks. This is mainly because I've got exams coming up. So yeah, I've got exams, you know, coming up both on those 2 weeks, and I'm going to be putting all of my effort into actually finishing them. So don't expect any sort of videos on those first 2 weeks, because I got to work on my exams, and I don't do YouTube for like my daily job. Like, this is a hobby that I like to do, and it's a loud ass train in the background. This is what I get for living next to a railway line. So yeah, thanks for watching. Once again, won't be uploading any other videos for the next 2 weeks because, you know, exams. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this next video, and I'll see if I can, you know, I'll see you after the other 2 weeks.